I've been looking at the amazing message that we have in John 3:16 in the Bible. And in previous reels, I've been digging deep into what this verse really means, as well as looking at the larger context of the first half of John chapter 3 that involves this conversation between Jesus and a Pharisee named Nicodemus. And as we come to the end of this conversation, we can see that Jesus wraps it up by making it clear why it was necessary for God to send his son, who of course was Jesus himself. And that's basically that the world was headed toward certain destruction. Jesus described it this way. He said that God sent his light into the world, but many people loved the darkness and chose that instead. So Jesus came to save people from the destruction. And he gives an answer to this, to a question that I see many people asking or pondering, and that is, if God is loving, how can he send people to hell? Or using the language of John 3:16 is, how can a God who so loved the world ever allow anyone to perish? And so we can see that love on 2 points. First of all, the love is sending his son so that people would not perish. They would not face certain destruction, but they would have everlasting life, saved from that. But the second part of the love is also that God will give people what they love. So anyone loving the darkness will receive the darkness, even though it means they're headed toward destruction. So this amazing agape, giving love of God is demonstrated in 2 ways. By those who want to follow him, he will save them and give them everlasting life. But for those who don't want him and reject him, he will give them what they want, even though it's destruction.